Hey everybody, this is Shane,
And I'm Nolan.
and you're listening to the Catfish Connection, episode 10.
Episode 10.
We have really no way of doing that now.
See, yeah,
Uh,
because yeah,
what?
anyway. Oh my gosh, I heard something. What was that?
You heard something?
Was that, I think I heard my voice? Was that my voice?
How would you have heard
In,
your voice?
out of your, I thought I heard like some feedback on your speakers.
Weird. That shouldn't be. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing this remotely right now. We're recording this because, well, we just couldn't get
Yeah.
together today, and we're going to be doing this a lot more post August when I move back to Pullman, recording
hmm
these through Discord and OBS instead of in
So,
person.
so thanks to my wisdom, I thought we should try it out remotely,
Yeah.
you know?
And it did take a while to set up because I haven't even bothered figuring everything out. I haven't even
Yeah.
messed much with OBS before today.
Yeah, OBS can be quite it's like Premiere, like there's just so much shit going on everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you just really you gotta hunt sometimes,
Yeah.
for what you're looking for one random setting to change, and you just have to like you're looking up forum posts, you're on their website, you're on the user guide, just fucking nothing's going your way. You
Yeah.
gotta you gotta find it.
So yeah, I apologize to everyone out there if our balancing is off today because this is our first time using it, and I can't hear it the way the final product is going to be. So we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, I hope one of us isn't like just ear shatteringly loud.
Yeah. Also, your microphone isn't as quality as normal
Oh yeah,
as it will be. So that's just another
I
thing to.
I should have set it up, but I'd have to like set my interface up, and it's underneath stuff. I'd
Yeah.
have to set my microphone up, and it's underneath stuff.
Yeah.
I I was actually I was going to clean my room today. I even started to clean my room, and then I remembered that we were going to record,
Mm.
and I panicked. But I did like move some things off my shelves, so got something done a little bit.
Also, I'm a little worried about the process of changing or having this clip, the intro and outro clip, going through a different scene in OBS because it I don't know, when it plays, it's not coming through my headphones as clearly as I think it's recording it. So hopefully it's recording it high quality because I could barely hear it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That might not be good. Yeah, because it might be just getting like compressed to shit
Yeah.
through OBS.
So I have no idea how it's going to sound.
Yeah,
Well,
man,
but
that
this
would
is a
be
test
that
run,
would be
so
a pain too if after all this trouble you still had to bring it into Vegas and replace the intro and outro.
yeah.
You worked on that for quite a while.
Yeah, trying to figure out in the settings and shit how I was gonna work that out. Because yeah, I was really trying to avoid having to edit this video a whole lot after you. Because using OBS, you want to just record a video and have it be over with because it's a video recorder and streamer programs. But so it'd be kind of annoying to have to record an entire video in OBS and then edit it anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it is like it's a capture essentially, like just like an Elgato would capture, your
Yeah.
video game.
Yeah, but people use it for live streaming, changing their scenes and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff and being live. So I knew that
yeah.
there had to be some way to make it work out fine.
Hmm.
So hopefully, yeah, just playing it through. There might be better ways to set it up instead of just doing desktop capture to have it I just haven't didn't put much time into it because as soon as I figured out that I could get it to play through that, I figured it would be fine.
Yeah,
But maybe there's a way to capture it, um, or put it into a whole scene, or make it a button where you just click the button in it and it plays it. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. It'd be nice to if you just had a couple like like on screen like macros that you can just be like intro,
Yeah,
outro.
yeah.
Excuse me,
And then you can
because
connect like a MIDI pad board up to it and then like route it.
yeah,
That would be some high tech shit though.
yeah, that's for the professionals, and we are, we're doing our best.
Yeah. Also, I'm kind of worried about this uh video being considerably quieter than the other ones
Oh
because
yeah,
I suppose well when it finally renders out in the other ones, it does get into the red quite a bit, and we're more peaking like early yellow. So
uh,
I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. It's kind of late to go back at this point.
Yeah.
We'd probably end up working on that till midnight.
Anyway, you were saying that you had a pet spider now?
Yeah, I have a pet spider, and I think I'm. This is another thing that interrupted me. Like when I was cleaning, I noticed I was like cleaning up dishes, and I looked over at this glass that I had kind of forgot about, and I was like, oh shit, I still have that spider in that glass. There's this there was a glass that was on a shelf next to my bed. I woke up, spider was in it, and I put a jar over it so that little guy couldn't get out. And I've just been keeping him as a little friendo on my desk. I gave him water, I gave him food, and he's got some webs down in the bottom of that glass. The glass is a beautiful the Christmas story merchandise glass. It says, "Show me how the piggies eat." Um, and so yeah, that's the story of my pet spider that I have. Also, I'm gonna let him go because I feel really bad, and I feel like uh, I'm a bad person for imprisoning him.
Yeah, what a horrible fate.
What what a horrible fate! Hell itself in the "Show Me How the Piggies Eat" glass. What have you been up to, Shaner?
I was just gonna say about how we did miss the Monday upload this week because this one's gonna be uploaded
Yeah,
Wednesday. But that's just because we were kind of busy this weekend.
yeah, we were super busy. We were slammed at the office, bro. We were working. We were putting in overtime watching Naruto, dude.
Yeah.
We were submitting reports on that shit. Okay, we were up to our ears with documents, with papers. Okay, we were just watching so much Naruto that we didn't get anything done.
We were partying hard this weekend.
Yeah, it was a big weekend. America's birthday.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't really get around to prepping a release for today, but or well, Monday because right now is Monday, but you don't know that the person is listening because this is much later than Monday when you're listening to this.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, so that's what we made burgers and we had fucking
We made
floats and we
burgers.
watched a lot of Naruto.
Yeah, dude. We were on we were on Jiraiya Returns, which is episode 53, and that was on Thursday. And then today is Monday.
Uh, yeah, today's Monday.
Today is Monday, and I just watched. episode 142. So we have made some damn good progress. Got a lot of
Yeah,
shit done
for real.
when it comes to watching Naruto.
Did have you watched any more?
I just watched the 135, and then I watched 141. I'm on 142 right now, and then I'm gonna finish that up. Watch the last episode 220, and then I'm on to Shippuden, baby.
Yeah, I read that the 141 and 142 are also just mixed because I kind of looked past them and was
Yeah,
like,
they're mixed.
I don't remember these ones being fillers. And then I looked it up and they're partial fillers.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
only partially canon,
I
but and then the
definitely
last
well
episode is
because
partially canon.
yeah, like part of that episode is like actually Naruto, and Sakura talking to each other and having important dialogue in the hospital back in the Leaf Village, and then part of the part of the 141 is they're off on like some rando mission,
Uh-huh.
that they were on for a couple episodes previously. So, and that was like most of the episode. So I
Yeah,
had no idea what was going on.
I watched episode 135 cuz I still had time before my parents got back. In fact, they didn't get back until after 9 o'clock,
Hmm.
and and I had nothing to do, so I just decided that I would watch Naruto on my own. So I watched. I didn't watch 141, 142 because I didn't remember anything important, and I've already seen all of it anyway. So I
Yeah.
watched just 135 and then the end of 220. The second half of it is all canon,
So
and then I watched Shippuden.
awesome. All of it.
Yeah, I watched every episode of Shippuden since this morning.
Yeah. Wow, you worked hard.
I think I'm on the 10th episode right now again.
Dude, I'm so excited because like, you know, if because if Shippuden is as good as the good parts of Naruto, if it's better than the good parts of Naruto, then it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a ride, So
Like not
I'm
every
just
single moment is better than like the crazy awesome fights in Naruto, but
uh,
the crazy awesome fights in Shippuden are loads better than the crazy awesome fights in Naruto.
awesome because that's my favorite part. That's it's like when they have a good fight. They're not
Hmm.
just like kind of stalling the whole time, and every once in a while they throw a kunai at each other. You
Yeah,
know,
and I because I watched this is like the first time I've watched in one weekend as much original Naruto as I have and also watched some Shippuden, and I realized
uh,
that I noticed some differences in between the two styles of the shows. I felt like original Naruto, like we were always complaining about while we were watching it this weekend about how there'd be so much dialogue in a fight and they're just like explaining things to each other a whole lot, and then like there's not a whole lot happening, and
yeah,
there's not a whole lot of choreographed fights, and it's a lot of just like looking at each other.
yeah,
And I felt like Shippuden definitely is more choreographed. It had anytime there is like usually as far as what I've been watching and what I remember from the rest of the show that I haven't seen in a few years, um, a lot of the like fight dialogue that the show does give you to explain what's happening is in their heads,
yeah,
and so
yeah,
there obviously isn't as much of that because half the fight used to be like them talking to each other,
yeah,
but a lot
yeah,
especially when you get like when they're fighting more powerful guys like um it's usually just like quick little like, oh shit, I better do this, you know, like they're
Yeah.
just like inner dialogue, like inner thoughts of the people fighting. Also, there was the pacing is a little better. Um, I watched like a totally like like fight that I didn't don't even remember. I didn't even remember it, and I thought it was pretty well choreographed. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't just like I don't know. You'll probably notice when you watch it, but I felt like definitely there was a quality difference in just like normal like regular editing of the show.
Uh,
Just like the way that the music is and the way that like one thing goes into another thing because it's there's a whole lot more. Oh fuck! What was my example? While I was watching it, I was thinking of of this because I started noticing it.
we were talking about how the style is so much more old school.
Yeah, like yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and the art style definitely is the original Naruto is very old school, almost like
Mm.
Dragon Ball Z a little bit, but just in how not just in art style and animation, but in the way that it was edited, where the like where the cuts are and transitions and stuff, and it seems like it's a whole lot more in control of those things,
Mm. The
and
like cinematography.
it doesn't seem like they needed to fill 5 minutes in an episode, so they like added a bunch like 5 minutes of unnecessary nonsense.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
sometimes I felt like they had a in original Naruto they had like a beginning and an end of that episode in mind, and then in the middle they had like every time that they're like, oh shit, like we only have enough content in this episode to cover like 15 minutes, so let's put add some like 5 minutes into this like into a montage. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is that I do know that there are montages, but there are a lot less of them, I think.
Uh-huh.
Because there's
Well,
still the
and I
occasional
don't,
flashback, but it's
I
generally
don't.
more important and it's not just reminding you of what happened last episode
Yeah.
or
See,
what's
I
going to
don't
happen
mind the
cuz
flashbacks if it's like important. You know, if you're trying to convey in the montages, if you're trying to like convey lore or something, you know, like with the Sasuke stuff,
uh-huh,
you know, then it makes sense to have like a serious like montage
right.
to like show you all this stuff. But yeah, it's just with the original Naruto, they're always explaining all the shit that's happened so far so that you know what's going on, you know, and it's like you know, it just gets so repetitive because they use the same couple of bottled scenes that they just throw on the screen
Yeah.
over and over again. And it's like I've seen that 4 times by now. You know, it's like I know about this person's past and I know about their motivations. You know, let's get on with what actually happens. You know?
Yeah, I definitely noticed it being a lot more uh like not having that problem. Like it was more direct. It doesn't do that as much where it just has like a bunch of montages in a single episode.
Yeah.
Um fuck, I'm losing my train of thought. uh Also it seems like it's paced a little faster because there's like over twice as many episodes and each episode gets more done. So there's a lot of content in Shippuden.
See, yeah, that is another thing is that Naruto is just so slow, you know.
Yeah.
every time every time you guys tell me about something that happens, I'm like, oh yeah, so that'll probably be like one episode, right? No, it's 5 episodes. Everything that happens is stretched over massive amounts of time,
Yeah.
you know, and most of it is spent just going, you know, like just like not doing anything, you know, like with the Hokage fight.
Yeah.
That was so ridiculous. They just kept cutting to this fight and being like, "Look, he's still stabbing him, and he's still grabbing on that thing." You
Yeah.
know,
Because they
it's
do
like,
that less
yep,
and they have less montages, it really seems like the show goes faster and is faster paced. And I've only seen 10 episodes. I'm 10 episodes in. I'm 10 episodes in for this rewatch, and I already feel like a lot has happened.
awesome.
So you definitely think that it's pretty easy. And it just feels a whole lot more professional. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's higher
Well, I'm
budget.
sure it did get more professional, because
Yeah.
Naruto was, a popular show, and so I'm sure they made a lot of money. And they were like, they're like, boom, we're a real ass, production studio now.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy about it. Uh that show. I love that show. I'm happy I'm rewatching it again.
Yeah. I keep I keep forgetting what we're talking about. It's throwing me off. Also, I keep looking at your icon. I keep looking at your profile picture on Discord, and it makes me chuckle. Okay,
Oh
can't
yeah.
control it. Oh man, that picture.
What picture of
I
you?
think it was the flash that really made me look so, wild in that picture.
Yeah, it's a great picture.
Yeah.
Maybe I should post it to our Instagram.
Yeah, throw it up there.
Yeah. I'll if I remember to do that, I'll do it on Wednesday when this comes up.
Hmm. Oh, uh, so not only have we been watching Naruto, I've also been playing this game called Koi Koi.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
you, you know this, and there's this. The goal of each round is to get a Yaku, which is like a set of specific cards, and one of them is called Bordeaux Butterflies, and it's a pretty good Yaku. And although it's kind of rare, um, but we were watch we were watching Naruto, and there's the squad with Shikamaru, and Choji. Okay, you know this once again. Just to recap, they have a combined they have a combined attack called Ino Shikacho, and I found out that means 4 deer butterflies, and I thought that was very interesting. I thought that was very coincidental that we've been watching Naruto, and I happen to be playing this, obscure game that just happens to have this weird connection.
Neat.
Am I bombing right now?
I
Shit.
don't know.
Uh, Garbage. I found my eraser. I don't know. See, I don't even why. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up. So that's the end of that story. I found my eraser. Just letting you know.
Are you going to set up a Naruto watching schedule for yourself because you have such a hard time keeping up with it?
Probably not. That's so much work.
Yeah.
Just you just gotta. I just gotta keep watching it, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll stick with it for quite a while. I mean, I wasn't watching Naruto all the time, but on my own, I was making some progress, especially now that I'm gonna be watching it on Netflix instead of Hulu, because
Right.
the ads make it take way longer to binge Naruto.
Although you only have 3 episodes like 3 half episodes left, or whatever you said. And then Shippuden isn't on Netflix.
It's not? I thought it was.
No, it's on Crunchyroll.
Okay, hold on. Oh, that sucks, dude.
They have some
I don't want to
movies
watch
on
it.
Netflix, but they don't have the show.
Oh man, why would they just have Naruto and not Shippuden?
Can you have
So
two
weird.
accounts streaming, or can you have two devices using the same Crunchyroll account? Because I just started my 2 week free trial of Crunchyroll Premium, and then I'm
Hmm.
probably going to pay for the first month after that.
Uh,
So if you could, if it doesn't like kick me out while if you log on, then you could use it my account if you want,
hmm.
so you can
Yeah,
watch that
it
sweet
might
sweet
kick you
Naruto
off. I
without
think it
ads.
might kick you. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, I hate ads. I'm so sick of them.
Well, I mean, like you can be like on your phone and your Xbox at the same time, right?
Yeah,
So theoretically, if I were to sign in on my Xbox, it would be the same thing,
yeah,
right?
that's true. I think
So
so
it
because
should
I
work.
think I've done that before,
Okay,
so it should be fine.
word. Now I can watch Putin with no ads.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Here on, I'll recite the log information for you right now. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
just tell it to me real quick. I got a pen and paper. And everyone, dude, that would be, now everybody has access to Crunchyroll. Anybody who watches this video, you have the power to log into Crunchyroll and watch it without ads.
Yeah, I hold all the cards now.
The Crunchyroll's like, Steve Crunchyroll comes in, he's like, no, our only weakness. What do we do now?
I get the whole like I get like thousands of people to pay me like a cent a month,
Yeah,
because I'm only spending like $8 a month, and then they Crunchyroll starts only making $8 a month.
yeah, and then nobody gets Crunchyroll.
Shit.
You just will them out of existence.
I'd be so sad.
If you didn't have Crunchyroll anymore.
Yeah, but then I'd buy it from them for like, the money that I made extra from the cent that I'm making from every person, and then I
Mm.
use all that money and buy them because they wouldn't be able to sell their business to anyone else.
And then you're Steve Crunchyroll.
Yeah, and then I turn into Steve Crunchyroll, and then I jack the prices back up, and then that's how you hijack a company.
Yes. Yeah, that's a fucking coup, dude.
It's
You've thought it
foolproof.
all out. It's full. It's the perfect crime.
It's a good thing I'm a fool because now it's foolproof.
Yeah.
Not Naruto.
But got me.
All right, what should we talk about now?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. Uh,
How's your album coming?
oh man, hardly at all. Honestly, I, I, I'm honestly, I'm taking a break a little bit from it, and I'm trying to just like make music without worrying about whether or not it's gonna be on the album. You
Yeah,
know,
I know what you mean.
like I'm trying to just like make music for myself a little bit right now. Which I feel like is a total like cop out a little bit, but you know what? It's what I'm doing. And so yeah, I'm trying to just I'm working on a lot of covers and stuff. Like I'm just like playing music that I like for myself, just to keep myself playing guitar.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like learning some songs on piano so that I have better skills at the piano because I honestly like piano is more comfortable of an instrument to me than guitar sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's hard for me to like practice piano because it's in the living room and
Oh yeah.
you know people don't like uh, music. So
Yeah.
well the
Honestly, I
thing is
think I
that
know harder things on piano than I do on guitar.
mm,
But I mean, yeah. I mean, I have a whole lot
yeah
more years on piano than I do on guitar. But it's just funny that because I'm a guitar major.
yeah I guess for me it's kind of just that like I'm a little bit more of like a like visual than like technical like with your like the guitar is not that visual of an instrument, you know,
Right.
and and piano
It's
like
like
I can
super hard to sight
visualize.
read on.
Yeah, and so like I like music that I can sight read with, and tabs do help. Tabs do help because they make it visual.
Yeah, that's true.
Because tabs don't worry about like the music theory, because it's not important for guitar as much, unless you really want to analyze it. But just for playing it,
Yeah.
just converting it to that form
Yeah, I
is way
agree.
better. So, anyways, so yeah, I just have a better time like visualizing sheet music with the piano or keyboard, and I can start really slow and just like bring it up, and then I can play something that's pretty difficult, you know. But I've just like started from really slow. Whereas guitar, it's just like so much like trying to get your fingers, figuring out what's the best way to put your fingers and like how you're gonna move and move around the fretboard and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just gets all like it takes a long time to even be able to like get through the whole song, sometimes with
Yeah, I
like
definitely know
really
what you mean.
difficult fingerstyle guitars. Yeah, like you practiced like Nautilus, you've done Goat, and you have you done any other Polyphia stuff? We haven't talked about Polyphia in a while.
Yeah, I actually haven't even like listened to them very much recently. I mean, I haven't
Really?
been listening to much recently, but yeah, I haven't played any other Polyphia songs yet.
Yeah, but those are like really hard.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
definitely. If I am learning one, it's definitely it's a process. Takes a lot.
yeah, yeah. I mean and it's crazy how like just one song can like be really difficult to the point where you're just like you're struggling like for each like bar, like you're struggling for each like beat sometimes, like per quarter note length, you're like having to figure out runs and stuff because they got crazy tuplets and 16th notes and stuff.
Yeah, it's a very technical and high skill level music band, like, you know, the
Yeah,
band, the whole band, all parts.
yeah,
It's very, it's like, it's not easy. So it's definitely a tickle toy
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, I tried, and actually, I think that's kind of why I like um am more comfortable with the piano was because, well, first of all, I took lessons when I was young, so it's more like
Right.
I've probably taken more lessons for piano than I have for guitar by quite a bit, I think.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, me too for
and
sure.
let me think. Uh, totally lost it.
I mean, I got my piano proficiency requirement for school met without even trying.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember, dude. I'm I'm serious. I lost it again. tickle toed myself with I tickle toed myself. I tickle toed myself with for piano with the Skyrim theme.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I tried to play that song and I never actually managed to play it, but everything else got a little bit easier after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I learned a few classical pieces, but probably the hardest one was Fury Elise. But every kid learns that. I guess I did start learning Moonlight Sonata after that, but that was after I stopped taking lessons.
Yeah, Moonlight. I was a Moonlight Sonata kid. Um, I never actually learned Fairlies. I can I can't even. Yeah, I don't think I even ever like looked at a chart
Okay.
for that.
I
No.
I like that song and I enjoy playing it, but it is a little oversaturated.
Beethoven's too mainstream for me, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a Chopin kind of guy.
She just well, my piano teacher just wanted me to learn it, so I did.
Yeah.
I think I was the only one of the people who learned it to learn the whole thing, though. I think most people just learned the main part. I could be wrong. Of the kids that she had also taking piano lessons with her, which
Yeah.
the ones I remember like Tess and Ketra were both taking piano lessons from her.
Oh yeah. Did you take lessons from Mrs. Gross
No, it was
from Patty
Debbie
Gross?
Charkis.
Oh, you're a Charkis student, huh?
Yeah, she's much better.
Got it. Yeah, probably.
Everyone hated
Sorry,
Grandma
Mrs.
Gross.
Gross. Yeah. Uh, I I never really learned that much. Well, she was always like in the other room and shit. Like she was always like fucking in the kitchen, do like or like talking to her family or like downstairs and shit. And she just had me play piano in the in the living room, you know, and then I would like mess up, and she'd just be like, you messed up," you know, like you that's a D sharp, you know. And I'd just be like, you know, it's like she never was like really like telling me shit most of the time, honestly.
Yeah, I really
Like that like, technique stuff, at least.
I'm pretty happy with the Miss Charkis. I felt like well, I was always a little proud to be taught by her in particular because a lot of the other piano teachers in this area that I knew about, well, for Gross, I knew some people like, for instance, Scott's little sister hated her, said that she was uh like stupid or whatever. I don't know. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
also that Mrs. Charkis never really bothered with tournaments or anything or like actual competitions,
Hmm.
which was I
Oh yeah.
actually was happy with that because although like competing can make you competitive and make you perform better, I felt like I liked taking it at my own pace and doing it for the sake of enjoyment rather than for for her competitive drive. You know, because I feel like some coaches and teachers and stuff when they're in a competition, they it's about them instead of the student. So
Yeah.
I definitely felt like there was one. My brother is a pianist, and when he graduated from Mrs. Charkis and he was looking for a new piano teacher that was higher class, because Mrs. Charkis is definitely like a little kid teacher. Um,
Uh-huh.
I mean, she goes up into an intermediate, but she's not an advanced teacher, and so he needed an advanced teacher, and the primary music teacher in the area for piano turned him down because he had too many bad habits,
Hmm.
and uh, and she's one of those people that enters people into competitions every single all the time and has a ton of students, and is like the mainstream person to go to. And my brother decided, well, he couldn't go to her, so he started taking lessons from Dr. Spicer, this woman in this area that had less students, because she's primarily a performer and not a teacher, I believe, and she fixed his habits really quickly, and then entered him in a competition a little bit later. That also the other woman that didn't take him, it was like straight out of a movie, you know. This other teacher that
Uh,
wouldn't accept him, uh, he beat all of her students at
nice.
that tournament. And so
Wow.
yeah, I just
Wait, he
um
beat all of her students?
what?
He beat all of her students?
Yeah, he beat the person that turned him down, uh, and then he turned to Dr. Spicer instead. He beat all of that other person's students
Oh, okay.
at the competition.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been like that into like solo ensemble and stuff. Like I did it one year, and
Right.
it was
Yeah.
just
I
a
only
lot
ever
of
did it
like
1 year.
stress, you know. Like, and I'm just not that like competitive of a person most of the time. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, what am I here for? Like,
Yeah.
what is this going to like? I don't know. It seemed very pointless, and I didn't get why it was so forced upon us so hard. You know.
Yeah, I definitely more understand competition at like a collegiate level, or you know, like but when you're just a little kid and you want to learn music, I don't think that the best course of action is to have you compete in plenty of tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I definitely wouldn't have enjoyed that as a kid.
Mhm.
Because you know I'm just there to learn some piano and just practice like 10 minutes a week, or 10 minutes a day.
Mhm.
Back when I was like 9 years old, you know, I was because you know I
Yeah.
wasn't really into it. I wasn't that into it when I was a kid. Um, I didn't practice nearly as much as I should have, but and uh and being in competitions would not have helped that at all. In fact, it would have made it worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was kind of the same way about karate, or because like for a while, I was in karate, and they have like a team, like a competitive team,
Right.
and I was like, am I like, should I be in competitions and stuff? Like, I realized like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of work for like a trophy that I don't really care about, and it's like I don't do this to like be the best there ever was, and fucking catch them all. I'm
Yeah.
just like I don't know. I just like doing karate. I like training. It's fun.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I miss taking piano lessons, and I mean I took sort of piano lessons because I had to take the piano class to get my piano proficiency, but
Mm.
um, now I don't have an excuse. I had an excuse to play piano for semester of last year, and I played a lot, and I had enjoyed it a lot, but I haven't played any recently.
Yeah, yeah. I've been wanting to like. I just really want to get my drum kit so that I can start working on drums. That's the main thing on my mind.
Right? Yeah.
It's like that's I've been thinking about like, oh man, I could get like lessons from like uh fucking what am I talking about? Substitute drummer Chapman.
Yeah.
did you figure it out, or
Well,
that
it
was
was taking me a little bit too for some reason.
okay?
I'm not totally focused right now.
Anyways, I was like, yeah, I could get like some lessons from Chapman, but I realized we'd probably have to do them remotely, and I don't have a drum set, so it would be a little difficult, to be
Mm-hmm.
doing.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I have a practice pad, so if he just wants. like teach me fundamentals and stuff, but it would be nice to have a drum set,
Mm-hmm.
start working on it. Because I really do like playing the drums. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
like
it's fun.
I just I always feel like I suck mad dick at guitar and piano,
I suck
and
pretty mad dick at guitar too, though. I need to practice more.
and I don't feel like I suck absolute ass at drums. I actually I feel cool playing the drums a little bit.
Mm.
You know, I'm not like in my own head and stuff. I just like I'm like yeah, fucking drum time.
Yeah, I miss having a drum set in my house. My old house, we had a drum set in the basement, but since we moved, the drum set is at my dad's friend's house, and I haven't seen it in a while. And now there's a pandemic, so we can't even go there to, you know, give it some quality time.
Yeah, yeah, it sucks.
I mean, it's like based on the current rules, like we could go, but you know, it's just there's no really reason to break
Yeah, to be
quarantine for
risking
it,
it just
you
to
know.
play music. Oh man, I'm struggling.
What?
I feel like these silences are getting excessive. I can't think of anything to talk about.
Yeah, this is kind of a rough one.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that we've had pretty long silences in the past for some of these videos.
yeah, true.
I we might just be like being hard on ourselves because it's remote and so we're not looking at each other, so it seems less like a conversation.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Because
It's
some of
just
those like conversational silences seem more organic and not quite so bad as maybe these ones do.
yeah. Uh, oh, speaking of something else, um, I am I'm really fat, and so I'm gonna try and lose weight.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and lose weight. Uh, I was gonna keep track of my calories today, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow instead because I didn't do it at all. I just ate a lot of food.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
day one, I considered it a success. Um, but starting tomorrow, I'm I'm gonna put analysis on this shit. I'm keeping track. Okay, we're gonna be we're gonna be working hard for that summer bod.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm not gonna work out though.
Oh, you're just dieting?
Just gonna keep track of my calories.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably work out. I'll probably do some yoga. I'm gonna try and work that into my weekly schedule.
Yeah, I was being pretty motivated and productive, but as of like the last 2 weeks, ever since I started playing Persona, I've just I have zero
Oh yeah,
motivation, and all I want to do is play video games or watch anime.
yeah, yeah. You annihilated Persona. I
Yeah,
don't think have we had a podcast since you beat it.
I think we had one. I think
Okay.
Fridays, because I beat it on like Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Wednesday, and then we recorded Fridays on Thursday, I think.
Mm. And that wasn't the chess one.
Or no, we record Fridays on Wednesday. No, the chess one was like Mondays or something like that.
Hmm.
We recorded the chess one over the weekend and then we recorded the chess one on Sunday and then uploaded it Monday night.
Gotcha.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Hmm.
God damn. I'm so into Naruto right now. I haven't felt this way
Yeah.
in 5 years, 6 years. God, how long
Hmm.
has it been? I think it has been 5 years. 5 years? Around there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's very compelling. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's very compelling. It has some good themes, and it has it's fun, and it's not like some animes are way cringier than Naruto is.
Right.
Like Naruto can be kind of cringy a little bit sometimes, but not unbearably cringy, and only occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think I completely lost train of thought of where I was going with this. Why are we so fucking spaced out today? Uh,
I don't know.
there's been like a few times where I've gone back and I've played or I've watched through Shippuden like halfway through it, and just like watched
Uh,
parts that I really liked. But I think this time I'm going to try to watch the majority of the episodes from front to back,
gotcha.
just because I haven't done that in so long, and
Yeah.
it really adds to the cool parts when you are refreshed on all of the like lore and
Yeah. You're up to date on all the like tension that's going on and stuff
yeah,
inside
exactly.
parts. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and we're all three gonna be watching Shippuden at the same time then.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You better keep up with us.
I probably won't. I'll probably stall out in like 3 episodes.
That makes me really
In
sad.
fact, I still need to watch the last. What I need to finish 142, and I still need to watch 220. So,
Yeah. You better watch Putin. I think that once you watch like maybe 4 or 5 episodes, it'll maybe catch you.
uh,
I really wanted to watch the first episode together because the first episode is well, it's a good episode to watch immediately after watching 220, I think, because
mhm,
like a few years has passed and he like it's the homecoming thing. I don't know, it's just sweet and cool.
uh, yeah. Well, well. Uh, Sorry, I got distracted. I'm pulling a sticker off of my pencil. Okay. Anyways, yeah. I'm just. I want to start it because I just want to get like Naruto finished so that I can really just be like, yes, I finished Naruto. I finished a whole ass anime. Granted, I skipped the fillers,
Right,
you
yeah.
know, but
You have to be very dedicated to watch those.
yeah, yeah, and I kind of felt like maybe I should watch some of the stuff in between, like the 140s and 220. But I'm like, you know, if it was important, people would say it was important. So I
Yeah.
figure I trust everybody's judgment who's come before me,
Mhm.
So I trust that I'm not missing anything substantial.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything that will be covered in flashbacks and lore in the future is all going to be in the canon episodes. So I don't like just watching a bunch of fillers isn't won't do very much.
Yeah, it just wastes my time, and it's like
Yeah.
I wanna get to the meat.
And I remember
I
the
don't want to.
ones after the Sasuke fight as being not very good. Cuz I mean they're whole arcs of filler and so they're just like well cuz like In the end of 135, Jiraiya comes and tells Naruto it's time once Naruto gets better to start training with him,
Yeah.
and it's just the time between Jiraiya coming back and him getting better and then they just are like, let's just cram like a whole lot of shit of Naruto like going on crazy adventures, but they're not that important or interesting in any way.
Yeah. See, yeah, and that was also part of why I got over that, like, oh, am I missing like stuff that's actually like kind of important, am I missing out on anything? Is
Right.
that like 130, the first half of 135 is still filler arc, and I was just watching it and I was like, this is so
Oh, you mean
boring.
141?
Oh yeah, actually yeah, it was 141.
Yeah.
But anyways, because it's like mixed filler, and so the first half, I can tell that this episode, it's not like part of this grand story. It's like a fucking Scooby Doo episode. It's a
Yeah.
fucking rando episode of a cartoon. That doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It was just like, this girl and her cousin, and he's uh all gross now,
Yeah.
and Naruto's getting trapped in a pyramid, and Sakura is like,
Yeah. I didn't
and
even
so,
watch the 141 and 142 today. I just went to 220 because
oh
I
yeah,
felt like I didn't need to watch them. Cause
yeah. What is 142? Is it worth watching?
I think the only things they cover in those must be what Sakura is doing, cause she learns medical ninjutsu while he's gone.
Oh yeah,
In fact, I think she learns medical ninjutsu at some point during the fillers, but because she already knows a little bit, she's already started it with it like a little bit before he leaves in 220. So I think
yeah. I
that
did.
maybe 141 and 142 just cover the fact that she's learning that.
Okay, because I did see her doing that a little bit, um, and she did ask Tsunade to be her like mentor.
All right, then yeah, yeah, okay,
So yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that much. So yeah, honestly, I might just skip right to 220 and then start on Shippuden
yeah,
tonight.
because if whatever like one little morsel of information you're missing from 142, it won't even transition weirdly. You'll just accept whatever information they give to you, and once the Shippuden hits.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed is every time you skip like a filler arc, like the first like 3 minutes is just like what's going is
Right.
this important? And then like minute six passes and you're like, all right, I'm over it. It's just Naruto. Just we're back to real Naruto stuff. None of that mattered,
Yeah.
you know, and you're right back on track.
Yes. Because like even because I noticed when I watched Homecoming, the first episode of Shippuden, I noticed that. Oh, and when I finished 220, at the end of 220, you see Sakura doing medical ninjutsu, and then I went, oh, that must have been what I missed in 141 and 142, and then I was like,
Mm,
okay.
yep. Yeah,
uh,
it's like you just like figure you put the pieces together and then you're just like, all right, none of that mattered. Let's keep moving.
yeah, and that's not even the transition from from Naruto to Shippuden. That's just the transition between two half canon episodes of
Uh,
Naruto. So like between after watching 220 and then going into Shippuden, there wasn't really anything that I wasn't informed about
yeah.
because everything that is told you, that everything that you're informed of by episode 141 and 142 is probably covered in 220 at some point,
Uh,
like the fact that Sakura is a medical ninja or is learning medical ninjutsu.
yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Anyway, Uh,
How are we doing on time, bro?
we're at exactly an hour right now.
Felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
And oh man, we didn't play Smash Bros again,
Oh yeah.
and we didn't watch Up in Smoke,
And we didn't watch any Indiana Jones.
and we didn't finish Naruto that night. We all but finished Naruto
Yeah.
that night.
We had one episode left of what we wanted to watch, and before we checked, like David left, and then you decided you wanted to leave because of that.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch it without him,
Yeah.
so I figured I'd just watch it on my own.
Yeah. So, um, that was kind of disappointing, but it's whatever, you know. Because yeah, if we had inserted any of those things, we would have not watched like 6 or 7
Yeah.
episodes, you know. And I'm definitely glad we watched them because I wanted to watch the Sasuke fight with you
Oh yeah.
because it's so fucking
Yeah,
sick.
that was a crazy fight, bro.
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah.
time you like they use the like really fast animation where it's like kind of like stretches it out
Yeah.
and then also just there's like a lot of big stuff going on. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
crazy,
It,
crazy
it was a
shit.
pretty sick sequence, and it was a pretty sick series of episodes as a whole. Like
Yeah,
there was a lot of there was a lot of time wasted, a little bit at certain points, but not too much that was unbearable. You know,
right.
it was more just like it felt like just a big lead up.
Yeah, and once they got into the choreography, there was no like pausing to think about what the other person is doing for 20 minutes, you know.
Yeah, Sasuke said no talkies, and then Naruto said yeah,
And then
and then they just
they
fought each
just
other.
yeah, they just
It was a
fucked
great
each other up.
time. They fucking made it rain. They fought. They hit each other so big that the weather changed, dog.
Yeah.
So pretty sick in my opinion.
Yeah, and it gets sicker and sicker, man.
Yep. Don't we all?
Yeah, I'm excited. Once we finish this, I'm going to watch more cuz I have nothing else to do with my time. I mean, except practice, but what
Who needs that?
something actually important other than a
Yeah.
show I've already seen before. That is 500 episodes long.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's quite the
So
undertaking.
yeah, like at least Persona, it was your first time playing it.
Yeah. Cuz like this I'm literally getting nothing out of this because I've already been exposed to it before.
Yeah.
But you know, I enjoy it, so what the fuck.
Yep. What the fuck? Well, are you okay with calling it?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Just well, first I gotta do the outro. Well, first we gotta say the ending
I got.
sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I've got to do the
All right.
outro.
Okay. This has been the Catfish Connection. I'm Nolan.
And I'm Shane.
We'll see you next time.